Hello.
Hi, welcome to my store in Bangalore here at the Leela Palace Hotel.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Manoviraj Khosla. This is my store in Bangalore where we primarily do menswear, but we do a lot of women's wear as well. Ready to made, couture, Pret stuff, all that. And I'm very proud to be a member of the DLC Global Fashion Committee.
Describe your professional self in a hashtag.
In a hashtag, I'm too sexy for my clothes.
Your design inspiration?
My design inspiration is myself, I guess. Like I said, we do mostly men's stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I do, I reflect on stuff that I would actually relate to. So we do, of course, wedding stuff. We do party stuff. We do stuff to go on a holiday on. And so it's a mix of a lot of different things that we do. And just basically, I think my inspiration is life itself. I don't think there's anything else.
2 qualities it takes to be a leader in fashion industry.
I think creativity is the most important thing about, being a leader. Everybody has their own style. It's a question of whether you express it the way you want to, or you trying to express it through somebody else's eyes. The whole idea is creativity, and if you're doing something which is different and what nobody else is doing, I think that's your sort of trump card.
In the era of fast fashion, your idea of staying ahead of the time.
My idea of staying ahead of time would be, I think, just sort of thinking out of the box. And I think that's the most important thing is, if you think out of the box, you're always going to be ahead of your time.
3 pieces of clothing that defines you?
3 pieces of clothing. I would definitely say my jeans. I'm a very jeans and my jackets. That is my life, is my jackets. And underneath that, either a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt.
According to you, what is true meaning of bespoke?
Bespoke is something that is, tailor-made very often. Absolutely top of the line, very chic. Generally stuff that you would wear to, in a really sort of black tie sort of evening or a white tie evening. And you would have it sort of done to yourself. Of course, bespoke suits, bespoke everything it's basically something that you're sort of having done for yourself.
What do you think is going to be upcoming biggest trend in coming years?
There are too many trends going on right now. I mean, you got slim pants in, you got baggy pants in, you got oversized shirts in, you got fitted shirts in. So I think fashion has sort of made its way inroads into all sorts of sort of avenues. And there's no one particular look that, is in. Anything that is different, unusual, and creative is in.
Proudest moment in your career so far?
I think a lot of that, I did some really cool stuff with Kingfisher. I think that was a really proud moment because in 95, which is like 5 years after I got into the business, we launched a Kingfisher label called the Kingfisher line by Manoviraj Khosla, and it was like this just casual, cool streetwear, athleisure like they call it today. And we did that in 95. We were way ahead of our time. So that was a great proud moment. And then of course when Kingfisher Airlines were launched and I designed the uniforms and everything for them, I think that was a seriously proud moment because other airlines, the other big competitor in the country, sort of changed their uniforms immediately and said we've changed, and Kingfisher took out the hoarding on top of them saying we made you change. And I was like, wow, that was me. I think that was a seriously proud moment.
Is there any advice you'd offer young entrepreneurs just breaking into the industry?
I go with your gut, man. That's the most important thing. If you feel you can do it, and if you have that sort of streak in your mind which says that I will do this. When I wanted to become a fashion designer, when I was coming out of school in Doon School in 1985, and I told my parents I wanted to become a fashion designer, my dad thought, my mom understood it, but my dad was still, he was not entirely convinced because he just couldn't understand, and he was from a corporate background. But today fashion has become a business. It's something that a few of us started at one point of time, and today it's like this huge multi-million dollar business. which is, in India has grown like exponentially.
What's your take on young leaders climbing up the leadership ladders?
Uh, like I said earlier, I think climbing up the ladder is all about sort of being true to yourself and being good with everybody around you. And as long as you're sort of respecting everybody else is going to respect you.
How are millennials taking over fashion?
Well, I mean, every new generation is going to take over the next set of fashion. So, when we were kids, we took over fashion. When our parents were kids, they took over fashion. So the same thing's happening again now.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, to fly. Definitely. That would be the superpower, to fly.
The best life lesson you have learned from your parents?
Just to be honest with people and be a good person. I think that's the most important thing. Don't piss anybody off and nobody's going to piss you off.
Your mantra to maintain a work-life balance?
Again, sort of make sure you're enjoying what you're doing. Don't do it if you really don't want to do it. And then everything is sort of hunky-dory, and you can then balance your entire work life, everything.
One environmental cause you are really concerned about?
Well, I mean, it looks like climate's going to be the biggest one, considering sort of London is sitting at 40. Can you imagine what's going to happen to Europe in the next few years? And then it's going to trickle down everywhere. So yeah, I think that's a big concern.
How do you intend to serve the society with Della Leaders Club?
Well, serve the society with Della Leaders Club would be, in whichever capacity that I can sort of help in. And I'm sort of happy to do sort of whatever it is that one can sort of do to sort of be helpful.
What, according to you, makes DLC a unique organization?
Well, the fact that we're all a part of it, I mean, I think that's what makes it sort of great. There are great people in it. And I think every organization or anything is all about the people who are in it. And I think he's got a great bunch of people here.
A message that you would like to give to our viewers?
Have fun, stay happy, love you all.